All right. Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus Clark, and the Indiana Fever pull up the upset win today, 92-75 over the Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm includes another Olympian. White Jesus is 3-0 against the Olympians so far. Lexie Hall had the game of her career. The Las Vegas Aces dropped their last night's game as well. We're going to talk about that and much more right after the
Hey Caitlin, Tisha here. Congratulations. A record that stood since 1998, and you come here and you break it. Super proud of you. I know the work that you put in. A lot of people always talked about your shooting. I was always mesmerized about your passing, your court vision, and how you make your teammates better. So this record is in great hands, and continue to do what you do. Continue to elevate your game and the women's game and the WNBA. Congratulations. Super proud of you.
Where we at? What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the W360 boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as. Welcome to the W360. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish. And welcome to another episode. Isn't it amazing to win? My goodness. Welcome, everybody. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the support of the channel. Newer subscribers that have been here, thank you so much. And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the W360, okay? Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend about the W360. Like the video, share the content, and do all the things that YouTube like for you to do to keep this W360 channel in the algorithm, okay? Let's get into today's episode. What's up, everybody? What's up, Sade? What's up, Tanya? What's up, RC? RC says, say hi to Mom, Nan. Hello. Welcome to the W360, guys. Let's talk about the game today. Before we get into the game, congratulations to White Jesus on breaking not just one, but two records today. Okay, I don't think the second record is being talked about enough, but today, White Jesus passed Tisha Pinachero for the most assists by a rookie in WNBA history. The learning curve is just keep getting steeper, isn't it? This learning curve. Look, she's coming in this grown woman's league breaking records. The second record she broke today, she passed Tamika Catchings to set a new franchise record for 3 points made by a rookie with 77. 77 3 points made. And keep in mind, White Jesus, Caitlin Clark, is 3-0 against the Olympians. They just can't seem to beat her. Jewell Loyd was an Olympian. I know you may not remember, but she was an Olympian. Nonetheless, I'm just saying the facts. She's 3-0 against the Olympians. I'm just stating facts. Okay? W360 chat. Have we been begging Christy Stiles to play Lexie Hall? Do you guys remember when I said Lexie Hall should be playing? Why isn't Lexie Hall playing? play, Lexie Hall. You see what happens when you listen, Christy? You see what happens? You win ball games. You win ball games. Lexie Hall played tremendous today. Tremendous. Lexie Hall ended the game with 22 points, and she seemed to not miss from the three. This was especially important because, as you know, the Seattle Storm is a defensive-oriented team. They have one of the top defenses in the WNBA. So it was going to be very important for everyone to step up and hit their shots today. And Lexie Hall did that. Kelsey Mitchell, for the most part, did that as well. Stepped up in a big way. The Indiana Fever, don't look now, but the Indiana Fever is looking like a team that can make a run at the playoffs. If Christy Size doesn't get in the way of this, Christy, you just keep doing what you're doing. Don't you start thinking too much, nothing. You just keep doing what you're doing. Let White Jesus do the thinking. Don't you think about nothing. Just let them play. If Christy doesn't get in the way of this, Indiana Fever can really shock some people. They could really shock some people. Seriously. And I mean, not just make it to the playoffs, but actually make a run in the playoffs. It's not that you can do it, Indiana. Y'all can do it. If Lexie Hall continues to play like this, if Kelsey Mitchell stays locked in and continues to hit the clutch shots, Nalissa Smith can step up a little bit more. I'm not even going to talk about Aaliyah Boston because it's a good day. And you guys are convinced that Aaliyah Boston is the Batman or the Robin to White Jesus Batman. I'm not even going to get to it today. But if Lexie Hall continues to step up and play like this and Kelsey Mitchell stays locked in, you have White Jesus who's going to do what she does. We can get a little more from Nalissa Smith. Playoff team. Playoff team. Seriously. Seriously. The refs were absolutely awful today. The refs were awful on both ends today. On both ends, the ref was stinky. The refs were stinky, dirty diapers all across the board today. There were so many missed calls. So many missed calls. The WNBA has a to do better with I think I just blanked out on my end. Can you guys see me? I cannot see me on my end. Guys, let me know in the chat if you can see me. If you can see me, guys, let me know because I am blanked out on my end. Give me 1 second. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, 1 second. Let me play the highlights, guys, and try to get this together, okay? 1 second, 1 second.
Can't lay it in. Mitchell corrals it, veers into space. Here's Clark. Take it around Loyd. Clark bodies in and finishes. Has hit 3 of her last 5.
All right, all right.
Mitchell alone connects.
Hopefully you guys can see this. Hopefully you guys can see the highlights. Okay, you can see the highlights. All right.
Indiana
We should be back good.
Clark. She got it. Third.
All right, and here we go to Lexie Hall, who was on fire.
Paint curls around. Hull connects.
On fire.
5 of 6 from downtown. Clark lobbing it in. Boston draws 2 in the corner. Hull.
Again. Splash. Splash. Splash again. White Jesus comes off the pick. I would like Aaliyah Boston to roll to the basket more here. So this is where I say I want Aaliyah to be a little more aggressive here. Look how she's stepping away from the basket. Go straight to the basket. But I understand Ezzy is down there, and it's not easy to score. Oh, it's not easy to score on Ezzy. White Jesus with the steal. Yeah! And she knocks it down. And this is what we love. This is what we love. The Tom Brady passes from one end of the court to the other. Yes. 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 That is what we love to see. All right, we are back in action. Okay. All right, sorry about that, guys. You guys know this is a live show, so if things tend to mess up, just keep rolling with it like you don't see it. Okay? Nonetheless, I was a little nervous in the beginning because, my goodness, there was missed layup after missed layup, and I was like, you're not going to win the game missing layups. You're not going to win it. White Jesus was not shooting very well at all. She wasn't shooting. She was 0 for 6 in the beginning. Then when she hit her first three, it took off from there. So like I said, overall, man, if the Indiana Fever can continue to stay locked in like this is a team that can make a run in the playoffs. This is a team that can really make a run in the playoffs. They look a lot better on the defensive end. This team can't guard. They're not strong defensively, but if they continue to play together, I think Aaliyah Boston, I wish she could be a little more aggressive on the defensive end because we're not strong. As a perimeter defensive team, you're not strong. So Aaliyah Boston has to step up when her guards get beat. Aaliyah Boston didn't have a block this game. Not one block. So that's what I would like to see from Aaliyah. Be more aggressive defensively. You guys see Ezzy from Seattle Storm? Did you guys see Ezzy? Blocked. You see how Asia Wilson is dependable on that back line? I'd like to see Aaliyah Boston just be a little more aggressive. Even on the boards, just be a little more aggressive, a little more dominant. Nonetheless, overall, this team they're gelling. They look offensively fluid. And like I said, if Christy Size stays out the way and don't start thinking, just stay out the way. Just let the players do their thing. Just kind of just coast. Christy, we don't need you thinking. We don't need you trying to squeeze Erica Wheeler. No. This team could really make a run in the playoffs. Someone said Aaliyah Boston had 15 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston was strong on the boards. Aaliyah Boston is getting pushed everywhere. She's getting pushed. All I'm saying is if everyone wants to settle for what she's doing, that's fine. I think I've watched her play. Aaliyah could be so much more aggressive. I've been watching her since her sophomore year in South Carolina. I've seen Aaliyah be way more aggressive. Way more. That's all I'm saying. I'd like her to be a lot more aggressive and not get pushed around out to play. Did you guys see Lexie Hall boxing out at one point? She was boxing out Neko Ogwumike, literally pushing her back. Aaliyah Boston isn't that aggressive to push someone out the paint and clear her paint. She does not do that. She doesn't demand it. She doesn't get blocks. Seriously. But nonetheless, once I think Aaliyah Boston can step that up, her aggressiveness on defense, this team would be unstoppable. You'll have people scared to drive in the paint. That's what I want her to be. I want her to be aggressive in the paint to where people think twice about driving. Teams don't think twice about driving. They're penetrating all day. They don't think twice. But you see how teams think twice about driving against Ezzy Magbagor? That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Lexie Hall did an amazing job boxing out today. I don't know if anyone noticed, and that's the stat that you don't see on the box score. You see Aaliyah Boston had 15 rebounds. You don't see on the stat sheet that Lexie Hall did amazing pushing her defenders out the paint and clearing for her rebounds. That's all I'm saying. RC says, Wheeler played too long. Wheeler had 8 minutes and 33 seconds of playing time today, and she had 0 points, 2 fouls, and a turnover. 0 points, 2 fouls, and a turnover. She played 6 minutes too long. I said it last episode. I'll say it again this episode. Erica Wheeler gets too many minutes. Erica Wheeler should not play over 2 minutes a game. Now that we got Lexie Hall on the floor, next, you're telling me Grace Berger can't get any of those minutes? Grace Berger should get some more minutes. Erica Wheeler is coming in the game, fouling and turning the ball over. At least Grace Berger could come in and get defensive stops. She can score. You listened to us before, Chrissy. Listen to me again. Put Grace Berger on the floor. You're going to need her against tougher opponents because this team can beat a Las Vegas Aces. This team could beat a New York Liberty. You can beat some top teams in the league. You have the squad to do it. Seriously. Erica Wheeler played 8 minutes and 33 seconds. She should have played 2 minutes and 33 seconds, and that's it. And 33 seconds is too much. 2 minutes. 2. Seriously. Overall, it was a great win by the Indiana Fever. Great win, guys. And just to go over some stats, White Sheets has ended the game with 23 points, 9 assists, nearly a double-double. Lexie Hall ended the game with 22 points. Kelsey Mitchell, great game again, ended the game with 27 points, and she's there at her career high, 3 assists. 27 points, 3 assists. Aaliyah Boston had 9 points. She had 15 rebounds. NaLyssa Smith had 3.7 rebounds. NaLyssa Smith was nowhere to be found on the offensive end of the floor, so hopefully she can step up. These women have 5 days, a week off. They have a week off, so hopefully NaLyssa Smith can be a little more present next game. The Indiana's going to need NaLyssa Smith. They're going to need her down the stretch. Again, Erica Wheeler played 8 minutes and 33 seconds and had 0 points, 2 fouls, and a turnover. All right, Jewell Loyd was in her bag today, but it wasn't enough. Jewell Loyd ended the game with 26 points. Nneka Ogwumike ended the game with 14 points, 9 rebounds. Skylar Diggins-Smith ended the game with 15 points, and Ezzy Magbagor had 9.7 rebounds and 5 blocks. Okay? Now, after this, I say this to ask, do you guys think that the Indiana Fever can make a run in the playoffs this season? Or is it too soon to ask? Is it too soon to ask? Loyalty 55 says, what was that at the end with the coaches? I don't know, but it looked like to me that Christy Sides realized right away that I need to say sorry. Whatever it was, she said, I'm so sorry. It looked like maybe a mix-up about a timeout was called when maybe Christy Sides didn't think there was a timeout yet. I'm sure social media will get to the end of it. But Christy Sides realized really quick to let me apologize. Everyone in the chat is saying the Fever can. Yeah. The Fever, I think, will surprise people in the playoffs this year. If they stay locked in, they'll surprise people. Now, I want to ask you guys, did you guys notice that when the Christy Sides and Noelle Quinn, the coaches, had that little mix-up at the end? Seattle Storm players was over there, to defend their coach. You didn't see not one Indiana Fever player run over to defend Christie's sides. Not one Indiana Fever player ran over to help Christie's sides. They were looking like, ooh, I hope she be all right. Seriously, no one ran over to help Christie's sides. JS says the refs gained on CC, Caitlin Clark. The refs were terrible altogether. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sade says, Ezzy is everything people think AB is. A very good point. Yes, Aaliyah Boston, if you're watching this game, Aaliyah Boston needs to be more aggressive. She needs to be more aggressive. She has to be more aggressive. I'm sorry. She does. Thank you so much. Manny C is, if Clark is white Jesus, is sides Judas. Thank you, Lucy, for the super chat. Thank you so much again. Thank you guys so much. All right, nonetheless, to put a button on the Indiana Fever, they're looking great offensively. I hope they can continue to build on this momentum, and we'll be watching Indiana make a run in the playoffs this year. We'll be watching them make a run. Now, moving along to around the WNBA. The Las Vegas Aces dropped their game yesterday. The two-time defending champions, led by the best player in the world, Asia Wilson, lost to the New York Liberty yesterday, 67-79. Thank you for the super chat, FNT. Thank you so much. Guys, before we jump into the Aces game, because I definitely have a few things to say about this game, we have 836 people in the live, guys. This might be the highest we've ever had. Please hit the like button, guys. Please, if you haven't, hit the like button on this show, okay? And if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed. All right. The Las Vegas Aces lost to the New York Liberty 67-69. The best player in the world, this season's MVP, Asia Wilson, ended the game with 24 points and 11 rebounds. This Las Vegas Aces team, they're not going to three-peat if they continue to stay committed to not playing any defense. Now, that's not to take anything away from the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty looks good. They look focused. They look like they have their eyes on the prize. Literally, New York looks like they are gunning for the championship this year. The Aces, they just are not clicking. And I'm going to tell you why. This starts with Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, she played better yesterday than she played in Paris, but that's not saying much because she just did god awful in Paris. Her performance in Paris was horrendous. Yesterday, she just looked bad. So I guess bad is better than awful. But and there's no backup point guard on this team. Sydney Colson isn't a backup point guard. But Chelsea Gray, she's just playing about 5 steps behind. She's playing 5 steps behind, and Kelsey Plum's light is just too green. It's too green. Between Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum, they're just chucking up a bunch of shots, and Chelsea Gray is throwing up air balls. Kelsey Plum is taking questionable shots. And for some reason, everybody in the world and everybody in the league knows that A'ja Wilson is the best player on the floor but them. Why they aren't going to A'ja Wilson every time down the floor, who knows? But Kelsey Plum is shooting 5 for 13. Is that what? Yes, 5 for 13. And she's just dribbling all over the place. And the thing, if you're watching Chelsea Gray play, notice that she's having a hard time creating separation. When she's dribbling, that's how slow she looks. I mean, how are you having a hard time creating separation, Chelsea Gray? And you had Sabrina Ionescu on you. Now, I don't know if you know, but Sabrina Ionescu is not known for her defense. Sabrina Ionescu can't stop a stop sign. But Sabrina Ionescu had Chelsea Gray in shackles. She can't create separation. She's just dribbling, trying to do so much, and it just looks bad. And that's why this offense looks out of whack, because Chelsea Gray just looks slow. Maybe if she would have stayed home over the Olympic break and nursed her injury and get in shape, this offense can look better. Chelsea Gray is slow. And it's like she's trying to do these things that she used to do last season, but her body is just moving too slow. She's stinking up the place. Stinking. And this falls back on Becky Hammon. I don't know, Becky, if you're busy checking pregnancy tests and making sure your players aren't pregnant so you can throw them off the team, allegedly. But why don't you tell Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum to go to Asia more? You guys aren't going to three-peat playing like this. Chelsea Gray won't play defense. Kelsey Plum never plays defense. Kia Stokes is the Christy Wallace of this team. Kia Stokes can't hit a shot if a shot hit her. This team just looks awful. Nonetheless, they're getting ready to tip off against the Los Angeles Sparks. This ought to be a game. De'Arica Hamby is better than me. I would show up to the game with a pregnancy. You know those fake pregnancy bellies that actresses wear in the movies? If I was De'Arica Hamby, I would show up to warm up with one of those on. I would show up with a fake pregnancy belly, warm up with them, and just keep running by Becky Hammon. Just keep running by her. The whole warm up. Seriously. I would put baby food in the visitor locker room, in everyone's locker. I would just put a little Gerber baby food right in it. Everyone's locker. I'm telling you. Seriously. Becky Hammon should just be wobbling during the warm-ups and laying the ball up and just keep walking by Becky Hammon. That's what De'Arica Hamby should do. And take it off before the game starts. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat says Sabrina can't even stop me. Sabrina was stopping Chelsea Gray. I can stop Chelsea Gray. I could guard Chelsea Gray right now, and all I have on is socks. Seriously. A'ja Wilson isn't getting enough touches. How is A'ja Wilson only shooting the ball 15 times yesterday? And y'all love the holiday. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the world. She should have gotten the Wilson sponsorship deal. Her last name is Wilson. She should have gotten the Wilson sponsorship deal. How is she going to get a sponsorship deal when y'all won't pass her the ball? Why don't you pass her the Wilson ball first and maybe Wilson will sign her? You can start there. Seriously, Kelsey Plum's light is too green. It's too green. Kill Stokes should never shoot the ball, ever. Don't shoot anymore. Someone said the whole team should do it in solidarity. Seriously, everyone should just have on a pregnancy belly. They should troll Becky Hammond. Add some fun to this. You'll probably, well, I would say they was going to lose, but LA has beat them both times. So, Lauren says, CJ, what do you think of the Olympic ad insulting? What's up, Lauren? Insulting other countries. Unpopular opinion, I didn't have a problem with that. And if you guys have been watching me long enough, you guys know I love a good trash talk. You guys know I have a different sense of humor. I didn't have a problem with that. Loved the commercial. Yes, loved it. I just didn't care for the players in it. But I didn't have a problem with the commercial. I didn't have a problem with the commercial at all. It was funny to hear Diana Taurasi narrate the commercial. Nonetheless, didn't have an issue with it. But again, you guys know I have a different sense of humor. I have a pretty dark sense of humor, so I thought it was pretty good. Moving on from slow gray. Chicago beat the Sparks 90-86 in the comeback win as they were down 10 at one point in the game. Thank you for the super chat. Challenge accepted. Get your socks ready, girl. Angel Reese ended the game with 14 points, 11 rebounds. Camila Cardoso ended the game with 15 points, 14 rebounds. Kennedy Carter, she's not sick anymore. She's not sick. She came back and she had 9 points. I think the Chicago Sky should actually look to Camila Cardoso more to run their offense through because she shot 6 for 9 yesterday. Angel Reese shot 4 for 13. I said it last episode. I'll say it again. Love Angel Reese, rooting for Angel Reese. Angel Reese has to get in the gym. She has to get in the gym. Diamond DeShields, she's just, I think Diamond DeShields should get waived. Diamond DeShields needs to get waived. Diamond DeShields needs to get waived. She needs to get waived. Waive her. Have great respect for her. Love her story. Maybe she could be a motivational speaker or something. Not sure. Diamond DeShields needs to just get waived. Get waived. Waiver. Tired of seeing her fall all over the place. Seriously. Rickea Jackson, a rookie that's not talked about enough. A rookie that's not talked about nearly enough. Rickea Jackson ended the game with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and De'Erica Hamby had an off game. She ended the game with 7 points. 7 points. Y'all, I just saw a comment in the chat, and I'm not going to read it out loud. Cheryl Reeves, Minnesota, no one cares, beat Washington 99-83. It is nice to see Shakira Austin back on the floor for Washington. She ended the game with 9 points, and Napheja Collier had 17 for Minnesota. FM said Rickea Rookie of the Year. You know what, though? If we're being honest, Rickea is definitely a rookie that's not talked about enough at all. I think Rickea has the same skill set as an A'ja Wilson and she'll be as dominant as A'ja Wilson as she continues to develop. But if we're being honest, Rickea is the second best rookie in the league. If you're watching them play, I'm not talking about stats and box scores. I'm talking about someone that watches this game and watch these rookies play. Rickea Jackson is the second best rookie of this class. And you can make a strong case for Aaliyah Edwards. If we're talking basketball, Timothy says, I like Washington team. They're going to be a great team. Yes. Washington, Washington will be fine. You can't go by their record. I mean, the injuries held them back a lot this season, but Washington will be fine. But what's up, Reese? Reese said Rakia is really good. She just doesn't get the time. Exactly. But if we're talking about basketball, if you're watching them play, Rakia Jackson is the second best rookie of this class. She's the second best rookie of this class. Absolutely. Absolutely. Put all the fame stuff aside. Put all the appearances and hype and stuff aside. Rakia Jackson is not talked about enough. Now, her coach is dingy. But Rakia Jackson is not talked about enough. Seriously. Kia is good. Kia is good. All right. In other WNBA news, and we can wrap up on this Sunday, guys. You guys know on Sundays I don't hold you long at all. Super Chat says Rakia is everything everyone thinks AR is. Rakia is just not talked about enough for me. Marina Mabry, she of the Connecticut Sun, is the latest player to be announced for the Unrivaled League, guys. If you care, the Unrivaled League has announced Marina Mabry as their latest addition. So those of you who will be tuned in, or those of us, including myself, that'll be tuned in to the Unrivaled League, you'll get a chance to see Marina Mabry play again. And to wrap up the WNBA news, the Las Vegas and LA Sparks are getting ready to tip off at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Someone says, I like RJ. Next year may be her year. This year, Clark and Reese got the attention. Rakia Jackson is going to be that rookie that you start watching and you all of a sudden start hearing so much about her. Like once hype goes down and people are actually looking at the skill sets, Rakia Jackson is going to shine. Absolutely. Lauren says Unrivaled equals to UConn 2.0. Lisa, y'all are crazy in this chat. Y'all are crazy, guys. All right, that's it for around the WNBA, guys. That is going to wrap up this week's episode. It's Sunday, guys. The Vegas and LA Sparks game is getting ready to tip off. Kick off your shoes, kick up your feet, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Indiana Fever does not play again until next Saturday. However, please be sure to keep your notifications on for my channel. I will be putting out different videos throughout the week next week to keep you informed of things that's happening around the WNBA. And also, there are a few things that I want to talk about, but I'm going to put it in a video format, not in a live, okay? So make sure you are subscribed to this channel and your notifications are on so you can be notified when you, as I upload next week, okay? Thank you guys so much. Thank you, RC, for the super chat. RC says, thanks for saying hi to Nan. She hasn't missed a CC game in 4 years. Hey, Nan, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Reese says, I swear this chat stay roastery. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie says, I've been on the Rakia bandwagon since day one. Plus, your hair is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I try to do a little something. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Charlie, thank you for the super chat. Says, I just love you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. I'm sending it right back to you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. You guys don't know. You guys make my day as well. Trust me, you make my day as well. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pete. What's up, Pete? I see you in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, RC. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the show this Sunday. Again, please make sure your notifications are on. I will be uploading next week. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace and soul grease.